Protect your business from fastest growing crime of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Hello and welcome to another episode of Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. Technology Review is the show that helps educate and informs the public on today's technology, but also we talk about one of the fastest growing crimes of the 21st century, and that is identity theft and cyber crimes, and what you can do to protect your business and you and yourself individually from cyber attacks. Every 2 seconds, someone has their identity stolen by a cyber hacker. Did you know that over 16 million new victims of identity theft are reported to law enforcement every year? According to the U.S. Justice Department, identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America. Individuals, businesses, and now governmental agencies are being hacked by cyber criminals. These cyber criminals can live anywhere here in the U.S., your next door neighbor, or nation states around the world are looking to acquire information. Because information now is the new currency. Information is the new currency of the 21st century. But there's something you could do. Our best defense against a cyber attack is through education. Education is our biggest defense. Hi folks, my name is Mac Jackson Jr. I am a cybersecurity professional. My background is in law, compliance, programming, and business consulting. I work with companies to help mitigate the damages of identity theft through cyber crimes. My programs and services can help your business, your organization, you individually mitigate some of the damages of identity theft. You can find more information about my company by going to macjacksonjr.com. That's macjacksonjr.com, or contacting my office at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808. If you have any questions regarding cyber crimes, identity theft, and how to protect your family, we have an action-packed show today for you on information on identity theft, cyber crimes, and what your business should do to protect itself. So we'll get started by welcoming and saying goodbye to my group of friends and acquaintances and associates that were here last week in Las Vegas for the DevCon Hackers Convention that was here in Las Vegas. We had a great forum of information. The Hacker Convention that's here in Las Vegas is a way that programmers and computer professionals can get together to discuss cybersecurity techniques and policies, procedures, and we can test out some of the abilities of some of the hackers in order to see if they can hack into certain businesses. And a lot of businesses are also there to see if their systems are intact and they can't be attacked by hackers. In other words, hackers look for vulnerabilities within business systems and offer recommendations as well. So it's a great event. There was a exercise there done by a group of hackers to see if this hacking group could hack into a simulated voting election machine. That's right, folks. The voting election machine. We have midterms coming up in November of this year. And there was a group of hackers that went through this exercise at the event, and they were able to break into a simulated voting computer system. That's right, folks. They were able to break into it and, yes, change the actual vote count. They were able to do this within 90 minutes. Didn't take them hardly any time to do this. How was this done? It was done because the computer systems that were used within this voting system were Windows XP systems. They had a vulnerability that was not updated. And because of this vulnerability, well, the hackers were able to exploit it and take advantage of it. According to the Homeland Security Department here in the U.S., Homeland Security has stated that the allegations of breaking into our voting systems are only allegations, and hackers have not been successful in previous attempts. This is what's been said by Homeland Security. So what does this mean to you? This means to you folks a couple of things. One, if you have a current computer system, you need to make sure you have your latest updates on your system. It's very, very important. Have the updates on your system so you can avoid these type of attacks that happened at this simulation of the voting machines. And again, we should make sure that everybody is registered to vote. That's right, we need to vote because we can vote and have people in office representing us that will have stronger laws and regulations that can protect our privacy and our rights. And definitely we need that. So make sure you tell a friend of what you heard here today, and make sure you take a friend with you to vote as well. The best part of all this is remember that education is our best defense. Cyber attacks, folks, are on the rise. They are on the rise. You hear about them every day. Everything from Target to Sony, Equifax, the count goes on and on. These are large corporations. If these large corporations, folks, that can spend millions of dollars to hire people like myself and others in the IT community to protect their data with sophisticated firewalls, and they are still getting compromised because hackers find vulnerabilities within the system, imagine what they can do with your system at your home. Hackers are looking for any new ways to get to your information. And one of the biggest ways now of getting to information is attacking the individual at home, spearphishing the individual at home. What I mean by that is if you have a computer at your house, you have electronic devices that are connected to your router, and you have access to your work's computer system, either through payroll or your insurance, your bank account, all of the information. Hackers are looking for your vulnerabilities. At home, you don't have a sophisticated systems like your work. If your system is compromised at home, and a hacker can break into your system in your home by simply guessing your password or accessing to your computer system and your data, they can then install malware or some sort of virus onto your phone. You then take this phone into your work or someone else's Wi-Fi, and then malware transfers from your phone to their computer. So it's very, very important that you take a look at that and make sure that you have protections on your system. We are also, I want to make a note real quick here that we are on Facebook Live. That's right, Facebook Live today. And I want to say a quick shout out to our friends that have joined us on Facebook Live. Really appreciate that. Rick Manning, thank you very much. We have Saul, Kevin, Roy, let's see, Matt Shelley, and I think Lisa too will be joining us as well. And Susan, thanks a lot, folks. Really appreciate joining us here on our Facebook Live, getting this information out. You can always find out more information about my company and what we do by going to my website at macjacksonjr.com. That's macjacksonjr.com. Okay, back to vulnerabilities. So hackers will definitely try to find any ways to get to your system. Now, like I mentioned before, major corporations and government agencies are spending millions of dollars in protecting our infrastructure and in protecting their computer systems. As a matter of fact, our U.S. government just passed a bill of over $380 million that our government will be using to spend on protecting our voting infrastructure. That's the good news. The bad news is they haven't spent it yet, and we have an election happening less than 90 days from now. So another piece of advice I can give to you is contact your legislators and tell them to spend the money, folks. You have already budgeted the funds, spend it on protecting our cybersecurity infrastructure and protecting our voting. Our voting, folks, is our democracy. And if hackers could break that, or some company or nefarious nation states could come in and take that away from us, this all will change. Everything we have will change, folks. So it's very, very important. It's a very serious issue that we must make sure that we vote come November. So talk to your legislators and tell them that. I wanted to also let you guys know that there are a couple things here I want to share with you. One is that I have a book that we have coming out called How to Protect Your Family from Identity Theft and Fraud. You can find this book also on my website. This book, I invite you to share it with people you know. It's steps and techniques that you should know and have regarding your personal information, your personal privacy. Again, hackers are looking to acquire this information. And I tell you just really quickly here how important this is. Hackers are would want to get your information, gather it, and then sell it to other hackers on the darknet. And the darknet is an area that you can't access through your Chrome browser or your Microsoft Explorer browser or your Firefox. No, there's a special browser that hackers use to get onto the internet. And with the special browser, they can go into the darknet. And this is where they buy and sell information that's been hacked, been stolen from businesses and individuals. So to protect yourself, you need to make sure that you have the best equipment and you have learned some of the techniques we will cover in this lecture here today. So in our next segment, we're going to talk about what businesses can do and what you can do as an individual to protect your information, protect your data. But until then, I invite you to make sure that you vote in November. I also invite you to make sure that you go to my website at macjacksonjr.com and sign up for our online training course. That's right, folks. We are launching now our online training course we have available. It's called Identity Theft in the Workplace. It is an online training course. It's available 24/7. It is packed full of information that you should know about your workplace and how to protect and secure your data at work and at home. And this course you could take 24/7. It also has tons of questions in it that we've developed, and you can get a certification of completion when you finish the course. So definitely take a look at that, and that's at macjacksonjr.com, macjacksonjr.com. Remember to take our course. Folks, we have a lot to talk about in our next segment. Definitely stay tuned. And again, my name is Mac Jackson Jr. You can find information about my company, macjacksonjr.com. You can also find me on YouTube as well. Remember, folks, when you go on YouTube or Facebook, remember the 3 letters, SLS. Share, like, and subscribe to our information and our channel on information on cybersecurity awareness. Again, my name is macjacksonjr.com. We'll be back here after this break. Stay tuned. Thank you.